Janek Gruner is now identified as a World War II survivor. Janek was only 10 years old when the war started and the Nazis invaded his home city. Janek, his parents, Oscar, Mina, and the rest of his family were forced into a Jewish ghetto. The kids weren't allowed to go to school. The adults weren't allowed to own businesses or do anything against the Nazis' rules. Eventually, the Nazis started taking people to camps where Jewish people were killed. But for 3 years, they hid while keeping a low profile. Shortly after his 13th birthday, Janek's parents were taken while waiting in line for bread. Not too long after that, he was taken to his first concentration camp, Plaszow. At the camp, he sees his uncle Mushi, who teaches him very important ways to survive. Eventually, his uncle gets killed and he's alone once again. Soon, he's moved camp to camp, with survival getting harder and harder, but Janek didn't give up. Anytime he thought of fighting back, he thought about all the prisoners that were killed for no reason. Surviving the fear of gas chambers, other tortures, and even death, he gets taken to Birkenau, where he gets his head shaved and a number tattooed on his arm. He was prisoner B3087. Then he realized he was just a number to the Nazis, and he didn't really matter to them, but he didn't let that stop him. Soon, he gets transferred to Auschwitz, where he meets friends with a good boy named Fred. Soon, Fred gets sick and can no longer work. He gets dragged out of bed and killed by the Nazis. By 1945, Janek had transferred camp to camp, being targeted, beaten, starved, and even punished with 20 lashes. Finally, on his way to Dachau, the 10th and final camp, he heard bombs getting closer and closer. He woke up one day to realize that the Nazis had fled. Soon after, American soldiers came and rushed to take the survivors to Munich. There, he reunited with his cousin Józef, his only relative that had survived the war, who helped him apply to come to the United States in an orphan program. After 3 years, he finally receives word that he can finally board a ship to the U.S. and live his life again. He knew that he was free, but he would always live with the sadness and memories for everyone he has lost. Those horrors and memories would always be there, but he lived for another chance to start a new life. On a brighter note, Spartacus, aka Spart the Fart, has now been crowned the world's laziest dog.